Hello. Since a very early age, from my childhood, when I was in school, I have been very self-motivated about believing that I will be able to do anything in life. Doesn't matter the intensity of the goal or the ambition that I have as a plan for life. When you are usually young and in school, your only competition is your fellow classmates, and as you grow up slowly, you realize that the competition is not just your classmate, that the intensity of competition is not just limited to the classroom, and it's not just competition, it's about the hardships of life usually. And it's time when a moment hits in your age, in your work life, when you shift from school to work, you slowly, very slowly start to realize that the self motivation that you had once when you were a child is not enough anymore. You need something external, you need external motivation. And through that, the business of motivational speaking has been, very much flourishing these days. So we take refuge and we try to motivate ourselves by listening to motivational speakers, by reading a lot of motivational books, self-help, how to reach a goal, how to earn this much amount of money. But somehow all of it doesn't help. In a stage of life that I am in right now, I realize that all of it was just putting a blindfold on our eyes and force ourselves to believe in that we will be able to achieve the goal that we have committed ourselves with. And throughout any individual's life, every individual, every child, every adult develops, and their ambitions, their dreams, their career paths, their desires to achieve something changes, develops, grows into something else. But somehow the belief that we had in our childhood is still there in our subconscious, that we will be able to achieve what we have committed. Earlier we used to tell ourselves we are the kings and the queens of the world, and slowly a time comes when we start to realize the hardships of the world. We start asking ourselves this question, which is very important: am I going to make it? And the fear starts to seep into our subconscious, and there are sleepless nights, constant planning, our fight with the discipline that we need to maintain in order to achieve something. So we ask, am I going to make it? Can I make it? But we forget to ask ourselves, do I really need it? Do I really need what I am trying to achieve? Like, how did I put myself into a situation to believe firmly in an idea which is not even mine, which keeps myself awakened at nights and worried, under stress? We need external motivation for something. And I'm again walking uphill with a little, problem in breathing. Not a problem, but it is natural. When you come from a city and you walk into mountains, you need some time to adjust. But I asked this question: do I need it? After years of convincing myself that I am going to do something big in life. But apart from that question, a lot of other questions came into my mind, and I dared to sit down and spend time with those questions and answer them for myself. Do I need it? Why do I need it? Why do I need something so badly? And why am I ready to sacrifice my sleep, my physical and mental health, my relationships, my relationship with other people and myself as well? Why am I ready to sacrifice so many things that I already have, that the nature has already given me for free to enjoy? Then the answer was very clear. It was not natural. The desire to achieve huge worldly things was not natural. It has been cultivated through years of external motivation. And when the time comes when you are not able to self-motivate you, when you seek external motivation, you listen to few people, you read few people, and they fill you with this dopamine, this desire that whatever happens, you have to and you must achieve what you have committed to yourself. And so it gives us a lot of relief that a lot of people have done it, facing hardships and mental, physical challenges, all sorts of. So we will be able to do it as well. It is very difficult to convince ourselves at any point of time that we are slipping away from life in the desire to achieve something which is not even ours. It takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of convincing, and it feels like failure. It feels like we are doing something wrong. Are we a failure to ourselves? Because this idea of failure is again, externally learned from society. And by society I mean everything. Everything around us is society. Books, motivational speakers, parents, our teachers, schools, etc. And so we start feeling like a failure, which I also felt at one point of time when I was trying to convince myself that whatever hard work I have done throughout my life, I did not need to do that, and I don't need to do that. Because what exactly are we trying to do here on this planet, on Earth, where we are going to just live for 80, 70, 90, and in rare cases 100 years? So our childhood is not spent in playing and getting mesmerized with life, but competition with schoolmates, with people who play sports, with people who are into arts. All sorts of competitions we go through our entire lives. We compete with our colleagues in office so that our image is great in front of the employer. And we seek approval, we seek appreciation, bonus, promotions, to reach a state of happiness. Struggle continues. There are many people like me only who committed themselves with huge goals when they will be very famous and wealthy, and they'll have a huge net worth, and people would find them on Google and appreciate their success and their hardship that they suffered in order to reach here. Those people end up in a corporate job, work 9 to 5, and then their mindset slowly shift towards office politics, towards getting promotion here, and we slowly start convincing us that it's okay, it's all right to not put ourselves through so much problem. It doesn't come with the idea of putting ourselves through problem, but an understanding that what we are trying to achieve is so difficult in this world, because there is competition and because we need to have money to survive, and so people give up. But it keeps them on the edge, it keeps them into a feeling that they failed at life, and that they gave up on their dreams, and that they are compromising with a 9 to 5 job, sometimes other sort of works that people consider small, irrespectable. I have done that also. I've been a part of corporate because I needed money. I have done works that I was embarrassed of at time, just to earn money and just to prove myself that I am at least a little bit of worth. But when I realized that my worth for myself should not be dependent on the worldly achievement, like if I'm not able to achieve what other people are doing, should I feel embarrassed of myself? Should I go stressed? Should I feel anxious? But this is a quality of people who are actually dissatisfied with their lives, but I was not. Somehow I have convinced myself into believing that what is natural, that life doesn't need to be so difficult all the times, that we do not need to put ourselves through so much stress. I wanted to be an actor. I worked 9 to 5 to be able to afford acting classes, and I took acting classes, and I completed my theatre acting certification in 2024 after working so many years just to be able to take classes. Many of us do that. Many of us, like many get successful, but the competition is so high. And then I thought, like, the society might think that if you accept defeat just because the competition is high, then you are a failure, you are not worth any kind of respect. And this thinking hovered around me until the time when I was very much concerned about what people actually think. And then a time came when I stopped thinking about that, what other people think. Does it matter? Does it really matter? Does it really matter to earn a lot of money? And does it matter to, run behind a goal that has cultivated inside you through external sources. And it was more than enough for me to trust my gut feeling that it is not the right way to live. The entire humanity, the way the entire humanity is living right now, it is not the right way. It is a much more stressful way of living. But when we talk about goals, dreams and ambitions that we have promised ourselves with, that we have promised our loved ones with, are also externally curated. And we do not need to run behind goals, because such goals that exist right now, such ambition and dreams and career paths, never existed in the first place a few years ago. Why am I dying to achieve something that did not even naturally exist? What always existed was the need to survive a healthy and blissful life. It was always there, it was natural. If we believe in God, God created it. If we believe in universe created this desire to survive and have a happy and healthy and blissful life. And then I came to a conclusion that I should only do what is natural with my life and not put myself through so much. And life has been so easy. Life has become so stress-free. And the kind of stress that I carried back then was of every kind, of every different topic that we pick up, every different area of life. Be it satisfying other people, be it satisfying ourselves, managing finances, being able to live a worthy life in front of the society. By a worthy life, I mean to be able to afford expensive cars, expensive houses, expensive clothes, cafes, restaurants, coffee, etc. And I thought it is not natural, it is all not natural. Then why am I running behind it? Now many people might think that it is just another reason to accept defeat. And I am happy to accept defeat, because if in the eyes of the society it is defeat, and if in my personal life it is a win, then well, I'm very happy to accept the defeat in front of the society, and I am very much ready to accept myself as a failure and a loss to the society, because I never now intend to be of any use to the society. I only intend to be of use for myself and myself only. And if that is selfish, then people should be selfish, the way the entire universe, the entire nature is. It is selfish. It doesn't care about what other people think about it. You know, nature does not care if it rains so much and some areas are flooded. Like, who asked people in the first place to reproduce so much and, you know, make a civilization around dangerous natural areas, in areas where there is जी सीरियस है यार बोलो क्या बोलना है
कुछ नहीं बस इंटरेक्ट कर रहे हैं आपको व्लॉग का कंटेंट दे रहे हैं साथ
अरे यार देयर आर सम पीपल हियर
ये देखो
अरे वाह भाई बढ़िया कैमरा
है अच्छा है और आपका क्या नाम क्या है
सुमित एंड सेल्फ on YouTube. I make very serious content. Like about life. मैं दिल्ली से हूँ, आप कहाँ से हो?
पंजाब।
मैं भाई दिल्ली से हूँ और मैं ना लास्ट ईयर ही दिसंबर में यहाँ शिफ्ट हो गया हूँ।
यहाँ भी आ गई हो?
यहीं पे रह गया हूँ, मतलब so I है ना away from whatever is going on and my content is about that only.
Appreciate that type of content and हम चलेंगे, हम देखेंगे और
Sumit and Self.
सुमित एंड सेल्फ
Yeah.
सोना नाम है, बहुत अच्छा नाम है, बहुत सारा.
Thank you, bhai. Chalo, have fun. You are here for today and you are getting back to Punjab.
We are going back.
चलो.
Okay.
ट्रैक गए थे?
हाँ जी,
ट्रैक गए थे?
हम हाँ ट्रैक करके आए.
मजा आया? स्नो है ऊपर?
नहीं हम इधर गए हैं छोटे वाली पे, बस सीक्रेट वाटरफॉल ऊपर.
अच्छा 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 अच्छा. चलो भाई. Okay, have fun. So I met some people. Well, now I think about them that they are probably also working very hard in life to afford a few things. For example, a car, the petrol in it. So these guys would be working hard, but I prefer to walk and be surrounded by this nature because I'm not in a hurry. And yes, I always was in a hurry when I was surrounded by the lifestyle that I was living earlier. And I was always in a hurry whenever I went to travel and for any vacation or a trip. I was always in a hurry to get back to home because I had commitments, work commitments, romantic commitments, and all sorts of commitments, but no commitment towards myself, towards my own life, towards my own happiness and freedom and blissfulness that I can feel right now. So yes, I have accepted a lot of defeat, and I cannot imagine a defeated person this happy in life. I'm sure that if you are watching this video, you might be in a place of, questioning that, or maybe you are trying to motivate yourself, putting yourself through a lot of stress in life. But I would really encourage you people to ask, do you really need it? Or are we just doing so that we can create an image in front of the society so that they can appreciate us? That's it for today. I'll catch you up again in another video. Bye. Bye bye.